Please start.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I Ruqayya Imran, a part of Aligs Veneza, welcomes you all in our today's discussion forum. Our today's topic is fundamental rights and duties. Okay, let's start our today's discussion with Miss Alfia Irshad. Alfia Irshad, are you there? Alfia Irshad, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Today's
Assalam.
topic today's topic is fundamental rights and duties. So, the Indian Constitution guarantees six fundamental rights, and rights and duties are interdependent. First, right to equality ensures equality before law and equal protection of laws for all peoples regardless of caste, creed, religions or sex. Second, right to freedom. Right to freedom allows people to live and work freely without interference from the state. Third, right against exploitations. Prohibits the forced labor of anyone, including children under 18, um, in factories, mines, and other risky occupations. Fourth, right to freedom of religions allows people to think, express, and act upon their religion's belief. And fifth, cultural and education rights protects people's distinct language, scripts, and cultural protects against discrimination based on religion, race, caste, and language. Sixth, right to constitutional remedies allows citizens to approach the High Court or the Supreme Court to reclaim their fundamental rights. Since rights and duties are interdependent and life can become smoother when they go hand in hand, rights are what one wants other to do for them, and duties are the acts that one should perform for others. That's all. Thank you.
Well said, Miss Alfia Irshad. Now I wanted to invite Aliza question. Aliza,
Hello, am I audible?
yes, Aliza, you are audible.
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we have the topic that is fundamental rights and duties. So rather than me giving a speech on that topic, I rather raise the question that what is fundamental rights and duties, and why do we need it, and like how are they required for our sustenance in this democratic world, or democratic, at least India, what we're talking about. So first of all, fundamental rights and duties. We should know what's our rights and what are duties. Again, it's a very simple question, but it needs to be understood because see, rights are basically something that you are bestowed upon. You have those rights. You have those you have the rights based. You can say that you are eligible to do that. You are allowed to do that. Okay. And further, duties are something that are actually bestowed upon you, or what you are required to do to stay in that if you are within the country. So rights are basically which you are allowed to do within within that area, and further duties are something that you are asked to do to in order to live in that. So particular most of the times they are civilized, and what I mean by civilized is they are most of the time having some rules and regulations, more stable, something like it makes the area stable rather than any chaotic states that we can have. For example, we have dictatorship as well. So that is in contrast with the democracy that we have. And forgive me that I'm not a political science student. I'm more into life sciences, so it's difficult for me to explain. But at least I have the opportunity to at least read the topic before coming to the Speak-Up Discussion Forum. And so we should know that fundamental rights are basically present in the Article 13, as far as I know. Fundamental rights are actually given in Article 12 to 35 of the Constitution. And further, there are six fundamental rights. That is right to equality, right to freedom, it's against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. So these are basically what I've written down in my basically like a short note page. So I don't remember those things. I have to reread it again. And further, why they are required, as far as I told you that they are already required, the name suggests those things that you are eligible or not eligible basically, but yeah, you are allowed to do those things. Okay, you are basically you are free to do those things, right? Freedom is there for that. And further, if I talk about that fundamental duties are the moral responsibilities. Okay, they are actually for the citizens of India, if we are talking about. And further, like you are required to uphold that unity, to maintain the diversity of India. Okay, and further, I think it's present in the part 4th A of the Constitution. And further, as far as I remember, it was the what was it? It was basically made by the Constituent Assembly of India, and that was basically B.R. Ambedkar, and we should be thankful of them. And further, I would like to talk about that. Why do we need that? So we are required in order to protect our own individual freedom. And why is it necessary? Because we are present in a democratic world, and the democratic world allows us, because democratic world, as Abraham Lincoln said, that it is a government of the people, for the people, by the people, and this is required to allow the people to live as an individual free person rather than compared to a slave, which does not have its own dignity and doesn't have its morals, doesn't have anything that it can own itself. And further, since like we Indians have a large amount of diversity, so we are required to save or preserve our diversity and have our freedom over it. And nobody is allowed to make any injustice regarding that. And further, we actually have some different castes which are not actually like supposed to be there, because again it will result in social injustice. So again, that is also one of those things that I wanted to mention. And further, you are required to be a citizen and further maintain the social harmony and protect the environment. Again, it's part of your country, and it's your part of area, and further help the nation to grow. So these are the things that I want to mention. Again, it's more or less like a kind of like a rule book that you have to follow, and it's something that you have to follow. Thank you.
Well said, Miss Aliza question. Now I want to invite Fiha.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Is I audible?
Yes, Walaikum Assalam, you are audible. Fiha. Miss Fiha, are you there? Gulsaba. Gulsaba. Miss Gulsaba, are you there with us? Miss Gulsaba, are you there? Nadra Shamim.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, Miss Nadra, you
Assalamu
are
alaikum.
audible. Walaikum Assalam.
So today's topic is my favorite topic, if I'm talking about. Today I'm so glad to talk about this topic. As I said in the last class as well, that we all should know about our fundamental rights and duties, because most of the Indians even don't know how many rights and duties we have. As my friend Aliza said, that she doesn't know about that, but we should know about this because we are Indians. So this is the basic thing to know. So I'm so happy that on this forum she got to know about these rights and duties. So Yeah, I know it's not possible to know all the articles of the Constitution, but we should know about our basic rights and duties. So all we know that we have 6 fundamental rights. First one is right to freedom, uh, where we get to freedom to express our views, share our opinions, and we can also we can also protest if we don't agree with any law and that is not acceptable. So we can raise our voice uh, freely against the government. So according to this, we can live anywhere we want. We have right to freedom to residence. And the second one is freedom to equality. In our country, everyone is equal before the law, and whether they come from any religion, any caste. So everyone has rights to get education, get good job opportunities. This right shows the unity. In earlier days, people had to face discrimination, as we know. Even our father of constitution, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, had to face discrimination because they came from Dalit community. He was the first one who fought against this, and he attained the higher education. So this is the main this is the main thing that we should know. We have this right is very important for us. And third one is right to freedom of religion. This becomes our country unique because this makes India a democratic country where all religions live together in a peaceful manner. And fourth one is right against exploitation. This right is mainly for children and for those who comes under the poverty line, because they have to face so many difficulties, because they have to face child labor and forced labor and human trafficking as well. And according to this law, under 14 years age of under 14 years age of children cannot work as an employee. Many people are forced to to work without payment. Wealthier people want to keep them working at a very lower wages. That is very unfair for them. So this right is for them. And fifth one is cultural and educational rights. As I said earlier, that everyone should have to get opportunity to get good education and good job. So children should not be discriminated in our country, because they are the future of a country. They should be proud of our country. And the sixth one is cultural, cultural, that is already done. Sixth one is right to constitutional remedies. This is the conclusion of all the rights in which we can fight for all the rights. And if I talk about our duties, there are 11 duties, 11 fundamental duties. These duties are made so that we could be responsible citizen of our country. We should respect our national flag. We should protect our public property. But unfortunately, I think that unfortunately we are not doing our duties well. So we need to understand this, how these duties are important for us and for our country, because these duties and rights are the basic things to know, and we can follow these rights and duties as well. Thank you. That's all.
Well said, Miss Nadra Shamim. Now I wanted to invite Nazia Shakib. Nazia.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nazia, you are audible.
All right. So, hello everyone. So, today I would like to speak briefly about a topic that is the core of any strong society, that is fundamental rights and duties. So, rights and duties are two sides of the same coin, right? Both essential to ensuring harmony and justice within a community. Fundamental rights such as the right to equality, freedom, and justice empower us as individuals. These rights give us the freedom to express ourselves, practice our beliefs, and pursue opportunities without discrimination. So they ensure that every person is treated with dignity. But rights alone are not enough. Along with these rights come fundamental duties. It is our duty to respect others' rights. We should maintain peace and protect the environment. We must also contribute to the well-being of society. So ensuring that our action do not harm others, and it is the most important thing. In the essence, rights provide us with freedom, but duties give us responsibility. Together, they create a balanced, just, and progressive society. So let's honor both, not just for ourselves, but for the collective good of all. Thank you so much.
Well said, Nazia. Now I wanted to invite Mr. Rafiq Ahmed. Mr. Rafiq, are you there with us? Mr. Rafiq Ahmed, are you there with us? Now let's move further with Gul Sabah. Gul Sabah, are you there? Sana Parveen. Miss Sana Parveen. Sana Parveen, are you there? Sana, are you there with us? Sana, are you there? I'm requesting to all the participants again, please unmute yourself and speak. I'm inviting again Sana Parveen. Sana Parveen, are you there with us? Sana Parveen, are you there? Sana Parveen, are you there with us?
I think she's not there. So I have one question. Like the words are. Am I? May I?
Okay.
So the
Hello.
words are.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum Assalam.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, please.
There are 6 fundamental rights. Number 1, rights of equality. It means that everyone is not discrimination should be made on grounds of religion, race, caste, or place of birth. Number 2, right of freedom. It means that every citizen should get equal freedom without the discrimination of caste, religion, race, etc. Religion against exploration It means that every child between the age groups of 16 to 14 years have the right to go to school, and below of the age of 14 years, nobody can work in any factory, mine, or hazardous occupation. Number 4, right, right to freedom of religion. It includes freedom of conscience and the right to of profess practice and propagate and religion. It also means that state will not collect any tax for promotion of any particular religion. Number 5, cultural and educational rights. It it guarantees to preserve, maintain and promote one's culture, and longer the monetaries will be given statistics by the state of establish the administer educational in instruction of their own to preserve and develop their culture, right, and right to constitutional remedies. It means that if a cousin and feels that one of the her or his fundamental rights has been violated by an expensive order, she or he may request the Supreme Court, High Courts to issue the appropriate rate of the registration of the his or her rights. I'm done.
Well said. Really impressed by every single word.
Okay, please, you continue. She's a very small girl of 3 years. You continue.
Sorry, sir, I can't listen. Please again.
So I think everyone is done with the initial comment. Alija is gone. So anyone want to say like why the word duties is used in place of it? It can be responsibilities also, rights and responsibilities. Can it be fundamental rights and responsibilities? But the member of Constituent Assembly has written the word rights and duties, not responsibilities. If anyone wants to discuss on this, they can.
Yeah, I think I think this was the academic subjective topics. That's why no one is interesting about it. But in my opinion, we all should know about this. What is the rights and what is the duties of ours um, um, for our country. So I don't think there are there are people
I am saying why the
who are
word duty is used. I'm saying why the word duty is used and not the responsibility.
Oh,
When
okay. Yeah, I
why
was
the
not
word
able to
duty?
understand what is your question.
I'm saying why the word duty is used, like fundamental
Yeah,
rights and duties,
yeah.
not the
Why
fundamental rights and
duties
responsibilities.
duties are be used, but not the responsibility. Yeah, I got it. Your question. Uh, Let me think about it because I am not a student of political science. So
Anyone else? Na, Alfia, gone. So if there will be no discussion, we'll be bound to discontinue it.
Can you tell me the difference between duties and responsibilities? Why it is called duties and not responsibilities? I want to know.
Okay, okay. You're asking from me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So responsibility is a bit broader term, and duty is very small term. Responsibility has something related to liability also and legal obligations also. So if there is some responsibility upon me and if I'm not obeying that, then I will be caught under the legal laws of Indian Constitution. So liability, no one wants to take the liability. For that reason, this is the basic thing. For that reason, like the member of Constitution Assembly had or not used the word responsibility. And basically, duties convey a sense of moral obligation, and responsibility is something that comes under legal accountability. That is again a reason. Uh, See, I'm trying to share some examples so that it can be understood. Uh, Duty, see, when we are saying duty, means we are specifically mentioning something. See, this, that. But when we are using the word responsibility, so we are giving an image or picture of the thing, what all can be included in that. It's not like the one thing or two thing or few things only. And duties are a bit flexible, but responsibility is of great nature. Like if any CEO will say that this is my duty, he will not say that this is my duty. He will say this is my responsibility, because he has the vision of some thing which an employee cannot understand. So he is speaking on a wider concept, a broader concept. So again, that is the thing. And both duties and responsibilities cannot be used, as per me, cannot be used alternatively. See, when I'm saying my responsibility is to fulfill my duty, I can say my responsibility is to fulfill my duty. And secondly, I can say my duty is to fulfill my responsibility. Those sentences convey two different meanings. First, I'm saying my responsibility is to fulfill my duty. And second, I'm saying my duty is to fulfill my responsibility.
Yeah,
Now,
I
if
got
anyone
it.
wants to say something,
Yeah, thank you so much for this for this answer.
if anybody wants to say something, then it will be great. Please, else we will be bound to discontinue it.
If anyone is going to speak anything, otherwise,
Alija has gone. If Alija has gone, and okay, Rukaya, I think no one is interested. If anyone is, please raise the hand, else we will discontinue it 2 3 minutes. 2 minutes.
okay, it's 8:31 now. I will wind up the session at 8:35.
Yeah, as no one is saying, I'm just saying one thing. When we are speaking or writing anything or conveying any message to anyone, so we should use the word which suits best. Like uh, 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 two words can be used: finish and complete. I think both you used to convey the same meaning. Finish and complete. Anyone agree with it? Finish and complete.
Yeah,
My work is
yeah.
finished. My work,
I,
my but both convey very different meaning. So just saying with a joke only, like there are two married couples, and uh, the husband is saying like when I got married or after that my life got finished or I got finished, and he can say also when I got married I am complete, isn't it? One time he's saying finished, one time he's using word complete. Anyone agree? Rukaya, do you agree with this?
I'm busy. I can't. I don't listen. You sorry.
May I repeat again?
yeah, because you are not audible properly, so I am not able to understand what are you saying.
I'm saying there are two words, finished and complete. So both
Yeah,
words convey different meaning. A married
yeah,
couple, there is a married couple, and husband is saying, when I got married, I got finished. And when I
yeah.
got, second sentence can be said, when I got married, I got complete.
Oh yeah,
Something related to
both are in a
one,
different way. Yeah,
one he's saying, when I got
in a
married,
positive.
I got finished.
Yeah,
And when I got
this
married,
is
I
in
got
a
complete.
negative way. Yeah,
So what I
yeah,
was saying that words cannot be used simultaneously with same sense. They convey different meaning. Every word convey different meaning. And here also, duties and responsibility convey a far different meaning. It's not both. It's not like both are same. If
yeah.
anybody wants to
If I if I say that um uh, um it's my responsibility for my family. I should be responsible about for my about my family. So that is the responsibility. But if I will talk about my whole nation, then that is my duty. Am I right?
nothing is right and wrong in this thing. Just the way how we used to communicate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got your point.
Rukaya, I think we should discontinue it because uh, are you there?
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Hope to see you in our next sessions too. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. I am Mohammed.
Welcome.